Hello and welcome to Talking Sibos. I'm Stephen Chow. There is plenty to tell you about as we head to the top of the hour. We'll be meeting the university students, hoping that their cybersecurity pitch will win them a $20,000 prize. And we'll be updating you on this year's Swift charity initiative with an interview with the founder of Sketch, Phyllis Novak. But first, let's hear from Nadine, who's been catching up with the fintech crowd.
I'm the CEO and founder of Pendo Systems, and we are in the unstructured data discovery and intelligence world. So to put that in layman's terms, if we're here and we're all talking about data is the new oil, Pendo will be the ExxonMobil of financial services.
And data certainly is the new oil. So why do you make a difference?
What Pendo's doing is focusing on that hidden data, the data that sits in the PDFs, the data that sits in Excel and Word and PowerPoints and emails, data that's growing at 800% per annum and has been overlooked by our industry for a number of years.
Now Sibos, huge audience. Why is it important for you to get in front of the Sibos audience here?
I was elated when they started InnoTribe, and I'm proud to say that I actually am a two-time winner of the InnoTribe. First product, not so successful. Second product, we won in 2015, and it's been just an extraordinary experience. And Swift giving this type of exposure in the marketplace this year for the first time, my hat's off to them. Much appreciated.
Our company is called FNA, and it stands for Financial Networks Analytics. And we're the first graph analytics platform focused purely on finance.
And why do you make a difference?
We live in a world that's very, very connected, and it gets more connected every day. So understanding the interconnections in data and what ties organizations together can be very powerful. And in our case, what we do is we help our customers from a perspective of looking at anomaly detections, for example, and liquidity saving mechanisms and so forth.
So Sibos, as a place to come, what does it give your business?
The Sibos is one of these areas where you can still meet the decision makers. It brings together thought leadership around payments. That's the area that we focus the most on. So it really is a place where for small organizations like us, it can make a big difference.
Trulioo is a Canadian-based compliance fintech firm. In a nutshell, what that means is we are a global identity verification platform for KYC and AML. So today we cover over 80 countries, giving our customers access to hundreds of independent, reliable data sources through a single API. So the product essentially breaks down into a few different services. You have consumer verification for onboarding, account opening. You have document verification and authentication. You also have watch lists and AML screening. And then our newest product that we're very excited about, and that's the business verification, which means you can now match company vitals, pull back information on shareholders, UBOs, and even retrieve the original incorporation registration documents. So what that means is a process that used to take weeks and cost thousands of dollars can now be done in minutes.
And how important is being here at Sibos to your business in general?
Well, we've wanted to be at Sibos for a long time, and we're all about partnering with banks this year. That's a big focus for the business. We're very large in payments, remittance, fintech overall, and now our focus is banking. So it's a bank-grade level product, and we're all about streamlining the infrastructure that they use for compliance, saving them money, and making sure that they can automate and attract customers as fast as possible in the digital age.
The token provides a PSD2 compliant turnkey solution for open banking. It's a platform play. It allows developers and banks to connect through this platform. The main reason banks want to do this are twofold actually. One is they need to be compliant in the European Union as of January 2018. And the other is business model is changing for banks from an inwards to more of an outward model. Ultimately, this is about retaining and acquiring new customers for banks, and that's what we help them do.
So why do you make a difference?
One is it's completely open, it's a network approach to it. We're connecting banks and developers, that's one. Then there's some deep technology into this that has to do with smart tokenization and crypto security and all those great things. So technology is a big part of this, and business model as well.
And Sibos, huge audience here. What does it mean for you to be at Sibos and the audience that it brings?
Oh, it means the world. This is our audience, and I think Swift has put on a great show, as they've done all the other years, and they've provided an incredible opportunity for small startups like ourselves in this fintech marketplace to come here, present our solutions, and meet the key players at the banks that we want to talk to.
Morten, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nadine.
Well, Sibos is definitely an opportunity for networking. Innovators want to know, those fintech stands are definitely worth a visit if you've not found the time to drop by so far. Next up, helping young people on the margins of society. How Swift's chosen charity this year, Sketch, is making a very real difference. Let's hear from its founder, Phyllis Novak.
Well, very similarly to the conference theme of building futures, that's really what Sketch is about. Young people who live on the streets or who navigate poverty in the margins often have their creative voice excluded from culture. And this is wrong. So I wanted to both see an opportunity for these young people to have a creative voice in broader society and also benefit from participation in the arts. This is such a wonderful thing to be chosen to be represented here as the charity that Sibos has chosen, because it really gives Sketch an opportunity to be present in the financial industries, to tell them actually that yes, investment is needed for young people living on the margins. Investment in their creative entrepreneurship is needed, that they too can contribute to society in this way. And we really feel that Sibos doing that is taking great corporate leadership really to be able to say this to the rest of the world. These 4 young artists, Kamika, Meek, Roel, and Jesse, have been able to create these pieces over time in our studios. They have been able to present them to really a review committee, and they have been able to go through the experience of designing and finishing a commission. It seems like a small thing, but this is a really fantastic opportunity to have their work on an international stage like this, and to really get, I think, a boost of empowerment that they are actually creators that can make a difference through their artistic expression. It's really wonderful that out of nowhere Sibos was able to choose us and give us such a significant investment. We will most definitely be using this donation toward building our entrepreneurship and creative enterprise opportunities for youth through mentorships with established artists, possibly through some micro-granting for some of their creative enterprises so that they can actually launch. So it's significant, I think, in that end of helping young people take the next step into careers in the creative industries. As the artistic director of Sketch, it's important to me that the creative expressions of young people
are noticed. So I'm thrilled that that kind of opportunity, could be made for them here. So I think any time that we provide an opportunity for young people's work to be witnessed, we're making a big contribution. So I feel super blessed by it, obviously. Yeah.
And that is Sketch, a charity that is doing some incredible work. Thank you to all of you who are here at Sibos who have helped make that happen. Well, let's return to the Learn Zone now, where we've been finding out about this year's University Challenge. 8 teams of young hopefuls pitching ideas to combat cybercrime, and the best of them wins $20,000. Nadine asked the man in charge to explain how the idea came about.
For years now, we've been working with professors at universities around the world to conduct research for us. And we wanted to extend our relationship with the universities to focus on students and try and build a pipeline to fresh young minds that will eventually be working hopefully in the financial industry. So this time last year, we spoke to the Canadian banking community and said that we wanted to bring the Student Challenge to Canada. And we asked them what their topic was, what their hot topic was. So they said it was cybersecurity, and they helped to define the specific challenge, which is how to protect a bank's channels to its customers from cyber attack.
And those fresh young minds answered the call with cybercrime busting entries from universities across Canada. They were whittled down to the best 8 who were invited to Sibos Toronto to battle it out, each with the help of expert training on their 10-minute pitch. How did you think the pitch went?
I feel it was very great. We got some good responses from people after talking out.
It was exciting. It was like being on the theater, not on the stage. We press the watch it like it doesn't matter.
So tell us about your idea.
Sure. So the current KYC and client onboarding process is a really slow and unsecure process. And for clients, the clients like to be in control of their identities, and they like to be able to open a new bank account with ease and do that securely. So what I'm proposing is a blockchain-based framework that allows a client to register and identify themselves once with their home bank and then be able to go to other banks in different jurisdictions, maybe in different countries, and create a new bank account much faster and much more secure.
Our idea is basically 2 components. So one of them is a new smart card, which is invisible. All the information on it, no one can see it unless they enter a passcode that they set at the bank.
People using geolocation for authentication. So we're giving user flexibility on sharing how much information they want to give it to the bank. So it will empower user to tell the bank we're going to move to a different country and make it easier for them to do transaction when they move abroad, because we saw like a lot of people face these challenges when they're going abroad.
There's been a range of ideas ranging from 4-factor authentication of individuals when they're dealing with banks to things like homomorphic encryption, which is something that I don't even understand. And there's been some really interesting ideas. It's been extremely impressive.
And the winner of the University Challenge and the $20,000 first prize will be announced during the closing plenary. Good luck to one and all. That's just about it for me for now. I'm back with Nadine for lunch with Sibos at 1 o'clock. Coming up next here on SibosTV, the big issue debate, the growing significance of disruptive innovation and artificial intelligence. Fast-moving developments in fintech that go well beyond the financial sector, transforming the workplace and all of our daily lives. A wave of change that some commentators are calling the 4th Industrial Revolution. That's in the plenary room next, or you can catch it right here on SibosTV. See you later.